Alright, good evening or good morning, depending on how you are looking at it. It is officially the end of week 4 in the NFL regular season 2010-2011 year. Very interesting week once again. Going through all of the records, the only team that is currently undefeated are the Kansas City Chiefs. Surprise. But it was alright. For anyone who does not know, I am a New England Patriots fan. But I believe in so many wonderful, good players out there that I have some other teams that I'm also very fond of. So, no worries. But going through just a quick little recap of all of the games here. Just kind of looking at everything, reviewing. Starting with tonight's game, New England versus Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins went into the game thinking that Tom Brady was going to throw like he usually does. Of course, we thought ahead, decided why not run the ball, make the defense tired, since I will say New England does not have that strong of a defense until tonight. They pulled it out from who knows where. Whoever Chung is, black guy with an Asian name. And, he's somebody now. He wasn't before tonight, now he is. Pretty intense game, high scoring. And on top of that, the Patriots defense scored me 27 points in fantasy. Love you. Thank you. Chicago Giants game. Giants we could definitely see as being a stronger team, I suppose, this year. New York is New York, but we'll have to wait and see. Giants, Jets, I would choose the Jets if we had to pick either or. Arizona, San Diego game. San Diego is always a very high-scoring team. Very high-scoring. Their quarterback is decent, really. The team is decent. But they never make it. But they do alright. They're always one of those teams that are on the edge for playoffs. So maybe this year? Maybe. Washington. Yeah, Washington, Philadelphia. I used to like Philadelphia when Terrell Owens played, but that's long gone. So Washington, undefeated. They'll take it. It is what it is. I guess it's going to be one of those years that we have to wait and see, considering the fact that nobody else is undefeated. Everybody is lost a game, 2 games, 3 games. If you're the Lions, you lose all the games. But, that's alright. We all get by. Houston, Oakland. Houston 31, Oakland 24. Houston should have had that, shoulda, coulda, woulda been a blowout. Wasn't. Arian Foster had a much better game. Didn't start due to not showing up or not showing up on time. Who knows? Pathetic. But I guess like any other job, it would happen to any of us. But whatever, It's different because in a job, you're there and you can be replaced. Arian Foster, it's not like you can just take a resume for anybody and be like, oh, you work, you're going to score me points. It doesn't work that way. Just let him frickin' play. Plus, he scored me good in fantasy. Then you have the Indianapolis-Jacksonville game. Indianapolis loses again. Peyton Manning still is throwing 350, 400 plus yards, and they lose again. By 3 points to Jacksonville. It's really surprising because, you have teams like Indianapolis, you have the New England Patriots. Last year it was the Denver Broncos. They were 6-0 going into the 7th week of the regular season. And it's just, this year you have Washington. Not that that's bad. I'm not saying there's anything bad about Washington. But, you know, you have those teams that you are like, oh, yeah, Indianapolis, you got to watch out for them. New England, you got to watch out for them. I mean, the Texans have already beat Indianapolis. Now Jacksonville is beating Indianapolis. You know, it's maybe Indianapolis for once does not have that fire lit under them or something. Who knows? Wish them the best. Seattle, St. Louis. St. Louis Rams took that 20-3. Then you have the New Orleans, Carolina Panthers game. New Orleans 16, Carolina 14. New Orleans should have been another blowout game. But a win is a win in any regular season game, and we will take it. New Orleans is my NFC team. Love Breeze, love Thomas, Colston, love the Hoodats. Went to New Orleans, love them, love them, love them. If you've never been, I recommend it. It will be a vacation that you will either want to forget or you just won't remember. Visit Bourbon Street. But you know, stopping right there, there's a lot of, if you really look, you had the Denver-Tennessee game. Could have been won by a touchdown. Cleveland-Cincinnati game. Could have been tied with a field goal, but, you know, then you have the Detroit-Green Bay. 2-point game. San Francisco-Atlanta. 2-point game. Carolina-New Orleans. 2-point game. Indianapolis-Jacksonville. The 3-point game again. You know, it's Washington-Philadelphia. I mean, that was even a close game. But there's a lot of close games. Which is interesting because it's everybody's keeping up with each other. So I think that I know it's way too early in the season, but looking at, I mean, Pittsburgh Steelers, always a strong team. You know, lost this week to Baltimore. Baltimore did horrible the first game of the season. So it's all up in the air, you know. Roethlisberger comes back next week, though, so we'll see how that goes. Cincinnati, Cleveland, that was a 3-point game. New York Jets, Buffalo. Jets quarterback, rookie last year, second year, not too bad. Definitely, I think he has potential to keep up with Tom Brady, you know, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and even I think that we could classify Aaron Rodgers into that now. You know, I mean, he was always second best to Brett Favre for the longest time, and now that Brett Favre is no longer in Green Bay, I mean, you have Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers didn't just pop up and he's no offense, Tony Romo or some of the other quarterbacks, but, I mean, he's pulling his own weight. I mean, I really think that Green Bay has a very, very, very good chance making it to the playoffs and doing something good. You know, you have teams like New England, who New England is great under pressure. Tom Brady is a second half kind of man. He kind of takes things slow, especially tonight. You know, Miami, let's run the defense, let's get them tired. But, you know, I think it wasn't Tom Brady tonight. It was definitely special teams, definitely defense, between interceptions, blocking punts. I mean, kickoff to touchdown, you block it, block the punt, touchdown. It was crazy. So keep in mind, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So definitely support that and turn everything pink. But it'll be interesting. You know, now you got Michael Vick out for a few games, so injured. Wish him the best, though, absolutely. Cutler should be back next weekend after the concussion. So I don't know. I was pretty excited about tonight's game, the Brady Henny game. I mean, really, when you think about it, for those of you who aren't Northerners, you wouldn't really understand. But that was a Big Ten matchup tonight. You know, college. It was a very good game. So I really expected Miami. I really expected it to be close. I did end up betting some pretty good money, though. So we're all good. But I guess that's about it. So feel free to post questions, comments, I'll answer. I'll respond. So, thank you. Love you. Kendra.